Friends, it's with great disappointment that I report 3 former Memphis police officers, Tadarrius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justice Smith, have been acquitted on all state charges, including second-degree murder in connection to the brutal beating of 29-year-old Tyre Nichols. After deliberating for roughly 8.5 hours over 2 days, a jury, reportedly all white, found the officers not guilty on all counts. The emotional courtroom saw relatives of the officers crying and shouting, "Thank you, Jesus," as the verdict was read. Meanwhile, Nichols' family was left devastated. If you're unfamiliar with this case, in January of 2023, Nichols, a young black father and FedEx employee, was pulled over in his car during a traffic stop, then pepper sprayed, tased, and beaten by 5 Memphis officers. He tried to flee, but they caught up with him just steps from his home. What followed was a violent assault captured on police poll camera, where Nichols was punched, kicked, and struck with a baton as he cried for his mother. He died 3 days later from blunt force trauma. Now, prosecutors argued the police used excessive force out of anger after Nichols fled the scene. They were charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, and more. But defense attorneys claimed that the men followed protocol and blamed another officer, Emmett Martin, who struck Nichols the most. The defense also suggested that Tyre Nichols was resisting arrest and possibly under the influence, though toxicology only found alcohol and a small amount of marijuana in his system. Now, officers claimed they had tunnel vision during the pepper spray, but prosecutors pointed to footage where they bragged about the number of hits, saying Nichols was eating the blows. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who represented the Nichols family, called the verdict a devastating miscarriage of justice. Though these officers are acquitted on the state level, they've all been convicted of federal civil rights charges, with sentencing still pending. This verdict has become yet another gut-wrenching chapter in America's ongoing reckoning with police brutality and systematic injustice. Please drop down in the comments below and let me know, are you surprised by the verdict in this particular case? And do you think this is only foreshadowing what the verdict will be in the federal case? Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to get the latest scoop.